We're going to be in the lower 60s to start out this morning, area wide, and then we'll be back into the 90s for a good chunk of East Texas tomorrow. But there are your low temperatures for tonight. I do have us falling into the lower 60s, which is still below normal for this time of the year. And as we look at your highs for tomorrow, fairly comfortable. We'll be in the lower 90s. So it's still a warm day, but it's not as humid. It's not as bad, but that humidity will slowly be making its return to East Texas over the next several days. And so will those warm temperatures. We're ranging from 90 to 93 degrees. Really no major pattern shifts over the next 7 days, unless you consider it getting warmer in those temperatures, moving closer to average high temperatures as a major pattern shift. But we do have a ridge building out to the west. Lots of activity to the north of this ridge. A few scattered showers and thunderstorms over the Rockies with that Pacific moisture overriding the western section of the Rockies there. And some of that makes it over the mountains and then it really blows up over the high plains from the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas through Kansas and western Nebraska there. So that's been interesting to watch the radar today. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. As I mentioned before, the trend will hold true with highs in the lower 90s. That will be above normal for this time of the year. And again, this is valid between the 15th and the 19th of September. From a precipitation standpoint, I do expect us to dry out, especially across East Texas and Louisiana. So we're looking at drier than normal conditions settling in across the area. But that's okay for now, but it could become a problem later because we are running rainfall surpluses over the last 30 days for the majority of East Texas and not much of a deficit, but there are spots in East Texas that we will need to watch. Longview to Henderson, that's a dry spot. In deep East Texas, we are seeing at least a little bit of a rainfall deficit from Nacogdoches down to Lufkin and western Angelina County, and most of Houston County is dry. And this does become a problem if it becomes consistent. And unfortunately, over the next 7 days, I do not have any rain in your forecast. Mostly clear skies tonight, mostly sunny tomorrow. We are back to 90 degrees. And as we look at the next 7 days, plenty of sunshine around Friday. Highs will be in the lower 90s. Lows will be in the 60s and 70s. And then as we look at deep East Texas, similar deal. High temperatures generally in the 90s with plenty of sunshine. A few passing clouds this weekend and early next week. Lows in the 60s and 70s. Isaac.
Thank you, Carson.